Fill in your freaking flyer number and all your stuff there. Sorry. Oh! All right, give it back to me.
It went in my gooch.
I actually probably have Gavin's. I booked so much travel for Gavin. I probably have his goddamn things.
So this whole thing was avoidable.
No, it didn't. You're safe. You're trying.
I was like, so Barbara, I was trying to get Gavin to type in his freaking flyer information, and Barbara took my laptop and spilled an entire beer in
I
Gavin's
didn't do
gooch.
shit. That was Gavin's fault.
That was a full schnogging.
No, look, I still have more than half of it.
It's all full. Oh, yeah, you do. Okay, that's good.
We're good.
You got half a beer in your crotch. No
Gav,
big
come
deal,
back.
Gav. You're fine.
Yeah, it's obvious at this point we don't care about the set.
Are you?
But, Gavin, do you want to sit next to me and get a middle seat, or would you rather sit away from me and get a window seat?
I'll sit in a window.
Okay.
That is the correct answer.
Yeah.
Do you guys not like sitting next to each other when you travel?
Why would you take a fucking middle seat to sit next to either of them? You could take a window somewhere else.
That's true.
I'd rather sit in the middle seat with someone I know than...
I'd rather not sit near anyone I know.
Although if I had to
What are
pick...
you doing on a plane? You want to keep private?
Nothing. I just like if I fall asleep, I don't want someone's knob in my mouth.
Knob in your mouth?
Or like finger, not knob.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You lived this horrible life.
Do you think someone you know is more likely to do that than someone you don't know?
Yes.
I don't think so. I think
Put their finger in my mouth?
Yeah. I think a stranger would...
I thought you said knob.
I did it first, and then I realized that was ridiculous.
Yeah,
And
there's
one
no
would do
way
that.
that's going to
You
happen.
just wake up and some guy has his pants down by your face.
He's like, I'm sorry, I thought this was the laugh.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm
it's just
booking our
Delta.
tickets, Gav. I can't hold them, so I got to book them.
If you are having a stroke, what is the procedure?
We got like 8 conversations going on now. Once I fucking love it.
If you have a
I'm
stroke,
keeping it all straight in my head right now.
what do you mean, what's the procedure? You take someone to the hospital.
Just straight there? We don't have to like put you in any sort of position or...
The recovery position? No, I think you could just go straight to the hospital.
You have to go in the
You do
fetal
not let the
position.
stroke victim drive, though.
You know the recovery position? Do you know like how it goes?
Do it.
I was on a set recently
Do it.
filming. Well, it's like one leg's, and a guy slipped on paint, knocked himself out on the ground, bounced, and landed in the recovery position. Like everyone was like, "Oh, he's fine."
So he's ready to go.
The only thing we did have to do was scrape away some of the paint because he was like breathing it, but because he landed in a puddle of paint.
That's,
And did you just leave him
that
there?
seems bad.
Is he still there
Was it
like,
red
right
paint?
now?
He went to the hospital. No, it was blue.
Just his blood.
It was blue.
Oh, it's just paint.
Yeah,
That's
we,
good.
we have experience with that.
Where would you least like to get shot?
In the
Like
dick?
in
probably
Lap.
Toledo,
in the dick?
Detroit. I would like to at least get shot.
I reckon-
It seems like the knee would be horrible.
Or like if
Like
you're
it's all
bent over,
bone.
straight up the anus.
I
would
knew
be
that
really
would
bad.
be your answer. I knew
yeah.
you'd somehow bring it back to anus.
Anus is bad. Let me think about that.
Because up the anus would get so many organs. There's
come out your
there's
mouth.
no
Shot in
resistance.
the neck seems like it'd be really bad too. Like that.
Nah,
seems
you'd bleed out pretty quick.
Yeah, that would
yeah,
kill
but it
you.
wouldn't be. Yeah, it'd be terrible though. Like maybe
I would say the knee too.
or the hand. Seems like it happens all the time. Oh, I just saw something recently where like a guy was testing a gun in a gun range and like was pointing it. I think you know what he was doing, Gus. He was testing the laser sights
Oh, God.
that are trigger activated. So he's
Yeah.
pointing it at his hand, trying to.
what a dope.
And he shoots his hand. I'm like, that's one of those things. Like the moment you do it, you know
You're
what
like,
a terrible
oh,
mistake you
that,
made.
that was stupid that I was doing
And
that.
probably he's better off. It was his offhand. It wasn't his chest. You know, it could have been way worse.
But I feel like that's so common that you do something that's maybe a little dangerous and then you hurt yourself. You're like, oh yeah, that was dumb.
Yeah.
Why was I doing that?
That's what I did when I broke my leg in the water. I could have, if I had dove in, divin? What's that? Dive? What's the word?
Divin?
Yeah.
If I had divin in, then I would be, it'd be a totally different life for me. It'd be
What about-
totally different from that point.
If
You would have died.
I'd be like Gus trying to say words.
if you shot yourself in the hand
Go ahead.
and it hurt and
And it hurt.
but then you cut off your whole hand, you would lose all of that pain. You get new pain, but would you still be able to feel the initial pain?
That's interesting.
It'd be like a phantom pain at that point, right? Like you would think you would still have it. What if your body got stuck with that pain? Like you cut your hand off and for the rest of your life, your body thought you were freshly shot in the hand because that was the last sensation that those nerves gave off.
You'd have to kill yourself.
like nerve memory.
Yeah, like you were constantly screaming the rest of your life because
I feel
you
like
thought
you'd
you were
eventually
shooting
get numb
something.
to it. You like you
Oh,
can't.
is this? Oh, I don't.
Oh, no,
do we
God.
want to
Are they
see
gonna
it?
show it?
Guys, but you guys gotta see what the guy's doing. He's like, does that work?
Does he shoot off his own
He's
hand?
pointing at his hand. He doesn't
No,
shoot
no,
it
no.
off.
No. Oh, God.
But that's what he was doing. He was
Oh God. Oh God.
just ouch.
Yeah, we see
You
it.
actually don't
It's
see
not
anything
in the
happen.
No,
script.
you don't
just
see anything
see him
happen.
shoot
You
his
see
own
the guy
hand.
just like.
Oh, do you see the blood go everywhere?
Probably don't
Ugh.
want to show
Ugh.
that.
So all this
That's a trigger warning. If anything. Oh,
Yeah.
that was not a pun. That was not a pun. Not intentionally.
All this talk of guns made me think about something else.
I had an annoying bastard sat next to me on my flight yesterday.
What happened? Why was he an annoying bastard?
He was so I'm in the middle of 3. On the plane, it's like 3, 3, and 3, and I was on the aisle middle, and no one sat in the middle seat. So there was me, no one, and this guy.
Okay.
And I was like listening to my headphones. They're like noise cancelling, so I can't hear anything. I don't know if he was yelling at me, but eventually he like starts thumping on my arm. I was like, oh God, what? He was like, is anyone sat here? And I was like, I don't know. And he was like, hopefully not. And I was like, all right.
Yeah.
Went back to it. Then 10 minutes later, we'd already taken off at this point. He's like thumping on my arm again. I was like, oh my God, this guy. What's up? And he's like, low battery on your headphones. His beat is flashing. And I was like, thanks. I'll know when the headphones turn off. Thanks. Oh my God. And then
Your nightmare. Both of your nightmares.
He loudly starts like blowing his nose into some tissues. I was like,
you can hear it through the noise.
Yeah, I was like,
canceling headphones.
Then a flight attendant comes by, starts clearing away drink cups. I pick up my cup to give to the flight attendant. He leans over me, stuffs his gammy tissue into my cup.
Oh,
like,
why?
I was like,
while it's in your hand?
yeah, I was like, gross, do it on your side
Did
with
he
your
say
flight
anything?
attendant. No,
Did he
he
say
just
anything
shoved
to
it in. I was like, this guy just doesn't have any social
No,
boundaries.
he's
Like, where
horrible.
did you grow up?
He's
Nobody
horrible.
does that.
What
That's
flight from where to where was this?
It was from England to Austin.
Was he English or American?
I think he was German.
Okay.
You have bad luck with Germans.
He was
You
speaking
do.
English with a German accent. But yeah, he was just like all over me. Just
I was on a flight recently, and there was a family in the aisle right next to me, and they had a really young kid, and they were watching a movie on an iPad with no headphones.
oh, really?
Loud.
I hate that shit.
Like, not quietly so just the kid could hear it, like loud so the entire plane could hear it.
I was in my previous job. We had a guy that worked with us who had a couple of really weird, annoying habits. I liked the guy a lot.
I know exactly where this is going.
There was one habit that he had where you guys probably are too young to remember these, but some of the early like cell phones, it was just a little brick about this big, and it had like an earpiece. Then you move the earpiece up, and that's how you answered it. So he would always have his ringer on full blast, and it's like not everyone at this point had a mobile phone. So it was kind of like a new thing that
Yeah.
people had mobile phones. I mean, it wasn't crazy. It wasn't like futuristic technology or anything, but it was like not a lot of people had them. So he'd be at lunch, and his phone would ring, and it would be ringing at full volume, and he would get it out like this. And it would go ring, and he'd pick it up, and it'd go ring, and they'd look at it and go ring, and they'd go, and they'd wait for it like this, and they would ring the fourth time, and it'd go click, hello. It was so fucking annoying. He'd do it every fucking time. Especially like, it doesn't matter how quickly he got it out of his pocket, he would always hold it there until it rang one more time, and then he would answer it.
Did he want everyone to know? He's like, I'm
Pretty much.
receiving a phone call.
That's all I can think is that the guy wanted everyone to know he had
He
it.
also got on a plane one time.
This is the other thing that reminded me of it. Go for it.
He had a
Gus.
laptop when laptops were, again, also much more rare and much more expensive. We were flying to LA for some reason, and we get to cruising altitude. He busts out his laptop and starts playing like that built-in pinball game,
Microsoft Pinball.
like in Windows 2000 or something.
That game's
And then
wicked, by the way.
but he
Space
has the
pinball?
volume at full blast
Oh,
with
that's
no headphones.
obnoxious as
and, like,
well.
everyone in the area in the plane's like,
We're like, hey, we can hear your game, and he's like, mm-hmm. And it's like he wouldn't turn it down. It's like I said, dude, you're annoying everybody with that. Turn it off. And he's like, it's fine. Like just playing away. Play for like 20 minutes at full volume. A lunatic.
I used to love that.
he
pinball
played for
game.
20 minutes because that was battery life for a laptop.
It was
in the year 2000.
and then it was dead.
Yep.
On his 386 laptop.
God, computers used to be so shitty. I guess you always say that, right? Like you look back a few years, you're like, God, that was fucking terrible. But at the time, it's like absolutely amazing.
And you would never you don't see like a really rare like Apple Lisa or something like that, but they don't there's no like rare collector's computers. You know what I mean? Like you would never go, oh, check this out. I got like a 1986 286.
Right, and you wouldn't use it. Like not like an old car. Where
Right,
it's,
It's
like, you
not like a
restore
Beanie
one.
Baby.
It's
right?
literally useless.
Yeah.
You know, it can't do anything.
So, yep, I've got this 1986 computer. Can't even connect it to the internet. I store all my recipes on it. Like, what is it? Like, I always laugh when I think about the value proposition that computer manufacturers had to make in a pre-internet world. It's like, you want to try to sell a computer to everybody in the world. How do you justify them owning this computer? How do you justify them at the time spending, $5,000 or $6,000 on a computer that can do nothing, essentially?
Look at that.
You can
Collector's
type
computers?
some
What are these?
word processing documents.
Alrighty then.
Push me, pull you. It's like two
You and
Like
I
how
will
Gus
do
just
one.
moves.
two
Just you and
two-headed
me.
looking snakes, and each player controls one of the heads, and you can like make yourself bigger or smaller, and you try to move a ball across a court. You haven't seen this?
No.
It's really fucking
He's
weird
like
looking. I'll look
Nobby
it
Nobby Boy kind of sound.
Kinda.
Like? Yeah.
Knob
Yes.
boy.
Nobby Nobby Boy.
What's that?
It's a PlayStation 3 game,
Yep.
I think. And it was a downloadable game.
You're the only person I know who, when you don't know the end of your sentence, you just go.
Because people will fill in with the
It's like
correct
a
information.
fart.
House. That looks horrifying.
Oh.
That looks like Super Sports Friends or whatever.
up. Sports friends, yeah. It's
Yeah.
Kind
That
of
looks
the
like
same
fun. Let's
aesthetic.
play
That looks
that.
horrifying.
Push me.
Ugh.
Oh, have you seen the dick jousting game? Barbara would love that.
We haven't played that yet.
It's not out yet.
Oh, that's why.
Or is it out yet?
So
This game comes out tomorrow, I think. And it's like if you're longer, you're weaker, so you can get pushed around by the little one.
I don't understand. Like, is this 4 people playing right now or
Yes,
2 people?
everyone-
How do you gain length?
Every person controls one head.
One head,
There's
okay.
a button you can push to like make yourself longer, and a button you can
And you're
push to,
supposed to
like retract it.
Get those balls somewhere?
You try to keep them on one side of the
That
court.
is fucking horrifying.
We need to play this.
That's horrifying.
it looks like
looking-
it's
what was
shitting
that?
I've been
out.
looking forward to this game for so long, and it's finally coming
What's
out.
it called again?
Push me, pull you.
Push me, pull you.
Have you seen the dick jousting game?
Yeah. What's it called?
It's called dick jousting.
Dick jousting.
No, don't look that one up.
Did you all do a? Have you all played that?
No.
I don't think it's out. I think they just released a
Is it out?
genital jousting.
Maybe. Genital jousting.
I
March.
just heard someone off camera say, you just go yes under their breath.
It's weird because I heard a lot of hype about this, but I never didn't think it had come out.
Their website is genital jousting. Scroll down to consent.
Nice.
Oh, nice. So it's out.
Wow. Okay. Release is set for 2016.
Oh, there we go.
It is 2016 now.
Well, we're
It is about flaccid penises and consensually penetrating your friends.
This is like the perfect game.
Have you seen the video of it?
No.
Oh, let's see the video for Barbara. She has to see that. Gus, can you get a video?
No.
Genitals.
Genital jousting.
Just anything, like a gameplay thing?
Yeah, a gameplay thing.
Genitals.
Jousting.
So you play a penis, and your penis has a butt, and so you just try to get your penis in the other player's butts. But there's like 8 players on
Do you
screen at
not-
one time.
Are they? Is it a butt or balls?
It's a set of
balls
balls
with
with
butt.
butt on it. It's both. Wait, why not both?
There you go. Look.
There you go. This is the.
Oh! It's an anus.
Yeah. What did I say?
Well, I thought you meant
Here
like
you go.
with
Watch
the
this,
butt
Barb.
cheeks. Oh,
This is how it all develops.
my god!
Oh, that's getting the red guy got him.
Holy shit! Oh my god! This is like the bad version of Human Centipede. Why are they longer in this one?
Because there's less players.
The bad version.
Oh, it's
It's so brutal. Ah,
Okay.
it's definitely not safe for work.
Wait, so who's the winner there? The guy who's
whoever's in
penetrating.
front. No, whoever's in back.
Everyone
the
who's
back.
playing wins.
Whoever's in back. That's the winner. You want to be in back.
Just like in real life.
You're the caboose. You
if
wanna be the
6
caboose
dicks are shagging each other, which one's in front?
Way to
What
bring
if
it back
they make
around.
What if they make a perfect circle? Then who wins?
There you go.
Like
It'd be
just
tough. I don't
look
think
at-
that's ever happened. It could potentially happen.
We should try to make that happen
but
when we
they'll
play.
avoid it. Thanks, Barb. We'll give it a shot.
Um,
I hate automated like traffic stuff.
Also,
I hate
like,
it.
Could that get you a ticket even though like they didn't catch you speeding at the time, like physically?
Well, like here's the thing, Barb. Let's say you go to court, right?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Put the camera on the stand? I mean, it's
You
how's
don't
the camera?
ask it questions. You just look at the photo. What do you mean?
what if the camera malfunctioned?
Does the
and it
camera
got
take a
the
photo?
wrong?
Right.
The
It's
wrong
Does the
just- it
camera
just
take a
seems
photo
like-
of the car and of the red light? No, it just takes a photo of the car and you assume it's the right time.
Like I feel like some
it's all
person
horseshit.
has to
Well, it's the
physically
speed camera.
catch you speeding to be able to give you a ticket for it.
right.
There are some that like.
Or even a speeding one. It notes the speed and takes a picture of your car.
Are
and
you
it's
worried
like,
that the camera's lying or it's malfunctioning?
that's malfunction.
Well, there's a lot of average speed cameras where 2 cameras are involved. Do you have those?
No.
It takes a picture of you at one set, and then like a mile down the road, it takes a picture again.
Why are you so comfortable with like all these Orwellian laws? Why are you just so like completely comfortable with like a camera sending you a ticket?
Well, because I don't break the law. Like,
No,
if
it's
I-
because you don't drive.
Yeah.
It is.
no,
It's
like,
good, right, Barb? It's
you
because
always
he
get
doesn't
It's 'cause
drive.
he doesn't drive.
You always
It's
get annoyed with me
absolutely that.
when I don't care about security cameras. It's like, I mean, I feel safer with it there. If I get mugged, then some pricks on camera mugging me.
Why don't you put one in your bedroom then, and hire a service to like monitor
Because
your bedroom?
nobody's gonna mug me in my bedroom.
What if they
probably.
do? That'd be really dangerous. That'd be super dangerous.
What if you were
true.
asleep? and
You're
you can't
very
be like,
all or nothing.
wallet?
Yes.
You can't have a little mixture of like, well, on this busy street corner, you should have a camera.
It's either a bad idea or it's not a bad idea. That's my point.
It's both?
It's either.
It's 50-50?
What?
What?
Does 50-50 mean both to you?
No.
You have 50 of one camera and 50 of another camera. What?
It's just a culture thing. I feel like
just said it's either a good idea or a bad idea.
That's like saying
Yes.
It's
Go
like
ahead.
saying what?
that's like saying two different numbers.
Gus?
Okay.
What did Gavin mean by it's two different numbers?
What do you mean?
I don't know.
It's like saying two different numbers.
It's
That's,
like
no, that's like saying everything.
That didn't help when you just said. That's like saying everything?
Well, you just said all the possibilities that a question could be.
I said it's either a good idea or it's a bad
What
idea.
other could it be? What other idea could it be? A medium idea?
yeah, what he's saying
No,
is
it's
that
always either a good idea or a bad idea. It's it's either a good idea in every scenario or it's a bad idea.
What are you guys saying? You're not saying
no,
English.
Bernie makes sense.
I think I make sense.
Yeah.
I'm starting to worry that I don't.
Okay, this is how this usually goes. I'm usually confused over here. Explain to me what he means.
What he
I
means
want to
is
say two numbers. 8, 11. That's I'm done.
the existence of cameras is either always good or always bad. It's not like there's no nuance to it. It's not like in this situation it's good, in this situation it's bad.
If it's monitoring you
either
in your
blanket.
bedroom or if it's monitoring you outside your front door and it's bad, that means it's bad to have it. You can't just say, "Oh, it's okay in this scenario."
But why is it bad now?
I always think it's bad.
Because of malfunctions that we just said.
Or it's like I just don't want cameras pointed at me all the time. I want to go everywhere and there's fucking cameras.
See that Amy Schumer thing?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Hey, what's up? Welcome to the televised Rooster Teeth podcast.
Amy Schumer said
As we
that
have
she's not
6
going to
cameras.
take photos with fans anymore.
Yeah, apparently, like, some guy stuck a camera in her face, and she was like, "No, I don't want to take a picture." And he's like, "I paid you," or like, "I paid
We paid
for
for
this."
you.
We paid for you. That's a weird comment to hear.
Yeah, and
I mean, I get the sentiment behind it, but it's a weird thing.
it's
to
a
hear.
weird.
It also
thing.
didn't seem like she was performing. It just seemed like she was walking down the street.
I don't know what the context.
She also
was.
said a thing like, "So that's the reason why this dude in Greenville, am I remember correctly?
Yeah.
I'm not going to take photos with anybody anymore." It's like, well,
Yeah.
no, that's not.
I don't think that's the right way.
It's
to
either a
do
good
it.
idea
Okay.
or it's a bad idea.
No, listen. Say two numbers.
Peace
you
and
fucking
love.
asshole. It's like saying two numbers. Whenever you get mad from now on, the rest of the podcast.
But I just-
want you to know how mad I am when I say two numbers.
7-Eleven.
I just don't know how you can say that about anything and not have it be completely pointless. Like, name a thing.
Football game.
It's either a good idea or a bad idea.
Flowers.
You might as well have said grape.
No, there's football.
People like
football
grapes.
games. There's football games that are a bad idea, and there's football games that are good ideas. It's not either or. There's and in there. There's good football games and there's bad football games. To me, a camera is if it's a bad idea. then
Right.
It's a bad
So
idea.
if a camera saved your life and then leaked wank pictures to the internet, it was a good idea and a bad idea. What are you saying? It helped you and then it ruined you.
Where's the camera that's saving my life? Where is that camera?
In your house.
In my house? No, it's a bad idea.
Okay, you get tied up and your head's underwater.
It's a bug.
Cut to
Why'd you
you
cut
on
to me?
that
There's a bug.
Right, you're being drowned in a bucket, head first in a bucket. The camera sees this and someone calls the police and they pull you out of the bucket.
How'd I get in the bucket?
Someone tied you up upside down and dunked your head in the
Guy
bucket.
who sells cameras. It sounds like no. Because if it's in my house and it's filming me, or something, it just seems ridiculous.
But don't you have cameras in your house?
No, I have security cameras like outside my house.
But you wait. Now you're contradicting yourself.
I don't see it as the same way.
Are they good?
8 and 11.
I thought you were joking about having cameras. You said it's
I
either
do. I have
always
cameras in
good
my house. I have
or
cameras in my
always
house.
bad.
I have
And
cameras in
is
my
it
house.
always bad or always good?
Those are always bad. Those ones in particular. That's a bad idea. I'm totally a hypocrite at this point. I just don't want. I don't want civil surveillance. I don't
So
want
anyway,
civil
the average
surveillance.
speed cameras take a picture of you here. A mile down the road, they take another picture. They physically can't take a picture of you. They just measure how fast it took you to get
You're
there.
assuming they can calculate the time correctly, or that they will record the time correctly.
Well, they're both synced to the time.
Are we still
You're
talking
saying
about the
things as if
speed
they're
camera?
functioning properly, but they could
The
function.
atomic clock, like the world clock.
Right, but there could be a disruption.
The clock could be fine, and the camera's malfunctioning. Doesn't sync to the clock right. That could happen.
Well, then everyone would be speeding.
That's the fucking point.
Or what if it malfunctions for a short period of time and like 8 people in a row are speeding?
Do you think they'd give like 10,000 speeding tickets, or would
What
they
if
be
it's
like, "Oh,
8?
the cameras are broken"?
What if it's 8?
What if it's broken for a short amount of time? What if it's broken for 1 minute? Like what? You don't know how it works. What if it syncs every minute and it misses one sync and then it goes off?
Syncs every minute.
Gavin, I'm just trying to give an example.
You
Can you not accept the fact that technology can break?
Yeah, but it could break anywhere. I don't know why everyone's so worked up about this one specific use of
Yeah,
technology.
but if my laptop breaks, that's like
You reboot
I
it.
can't. Yeah, exactly.
It's
I can't get on.
inconvenient.
I don't get a fine from the government telling me I'm a criminal.
What if you didn't file your taxes, but you did? It's just it didn't go through the system.
What if? Yeah.
8/11.
What does a camera have to do with that?
I'm just using different technology, different automated technology.
Yeah, that's bad.
But it could happen.
Right, and that's
could
why.
get a-
And that's why when you do an electronic filing, you also receive a record. That way, you have proof that it
So
was
if the
submitted
speed
at
cameras
this time.
sent you a picture of yourself speeding at the moment you were speeding, you'd be okay with it.
Let me
No,
clarify.
but if I could then refute it with my own onboard system that's monitoring my speed,
So it would
saying
snapshot your speedometer at the same time.
right, if I was in control of that and they were not in control of that.
But what
So-
if they're out of sync?
Right, exactly.
Exactly.
I'll revise my previous statement. I'll go back to what I was
This conversation.
initially trying to say, which is, it's a legal situation. I'm being fined by the government for doing something illegal. I have a right to a trial. If I want to say I didn't do this thing, I go to trial and I face my accuser. I cannot face my accuser if it's a fucking camera. That's yeah, exactly. It's like, camera, did you record the right time? Camera just sits there.
Blink
It's like,
once or
yes,
twice.
I did. He's like, so he's guilty. It's like I'm assumed to be incorrect, and the camera is always assumed to be correct.
So if there's a picture of you throwing a Molotov cocktail at a pub, and it's your face, and you're doing
Who
that,
have you been talking to?
and then they show you that picture, are you just going to be like, no?
You can't
Photoshop.
prove it though. What if someone else threw it and your arm's
I
just
would,
out like
yeah,
that?
I would court. Yes, I would say no, that wasn't me. Because I mean,
Hey, Photoshop could be someone that looks like you.
exactly. There's tons of people that look like me. The fucking podcast, they show me. Apparently, people see people that look like me all the time.
Did you know there's a character on American Dad that looks like me?
If there's, is that what you're
Is
getting?
it the alien?
Given that one a lot.
Yeah.
Is it?
At least
No.
Oh, that's the only character I know on that show.
No, I get that shit all the time.
Anyway, so you like cameras and you're happy with security and being safe.
I'm not-
at
I'm
the
not
cost
saying
of your
that.
own
I'm saying
privacy.
that
You're very
as-
clearly saying that specifically.
as someone who doesn't break the law, I'm fine with it. It's never going to bite my asshole.
This is like the same basis of the argument about encryption, whether or not the government should be able to break encryption.
There we go.
It's like people saying, you don't break the law, right? You have nothing to hide, so you should be okay with the government being able to break into your iPhone and into your computer and be able to see everything you have. Because you don't break the law.
Yeah.
Which is bullshit.
Why?
You should be able to have stuff that you don't have to show up to anybody else.
Well, then I
Like
do
my
it-
Sonic order.
don't want people to know.
I don't want people to know.
They don't, and if you don't want them to know, that's your right.
There is no reason that anybody else should have to know that stuff.
What was it? Do you want to tell us?
No, I'm going to tell you. Sure as fuck not going to tell you.
No, I agree. I agree with that. Like, there was.
Look, it's only going to get worse, and it's easier to be not paranoid now than later have to get over it.
That's-
I've already come to terms with
That's.
it.
I get what you're saying, that we cannot turn the tide on this.
I get it. I get
don't
where
like
you're
it.
coming from. It's
don't like
like terrifying and worrying.
It
but
is.
in my opinion, if you're not doing anything wrong, then what's the worst? that
Is
can
this
happen?
the longest conversation we've ever had on the podcast?
I don't know. You're
No.
busy
We've
Snapchat.
had
What do you
some
got there?
long
Oh, what is that?
The Ruby Volume 3 DVD.
What is
That's a Blu-ray, Barbara.
It's a DVD and Blu-ray
Oh, fucking suck it, Gus.
combo pack.
Oh,
I've got nothing to hide.
I want this one.
Nope. Be nice to it.